Warriors fans, we have dominated, let me say it again, dominated the early part of Summer League. There's a Summer League happening at Chase Center, and we're 2-0, and they've been blowouts. So we're going to break down both games for you. Who are the young players showing out, and what can we expect from them as the summer goes on, and what's their potential to be with the Warriors in the regular season. Randy Silver here, Warriors Digest. If you're part of the 14% with us, thank you so much, as well as these comments. This is a really awesome channel. Thank you so much. Lachlan O'Grady Z1Q. I agree so, and hopefully you do too. Great content. So glad I found this channel from a subscriber, S95033. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you want to be part of awesomeness, go ahead and subscribe. I like your style, my guy. Thank you. Hopefully you see it's informative, educational, and entertaining. And then lastly, you're my go-to for Warriors news. Thank you. Thank you, GMTA-SM6. FI. If you want to be part of the awesomeness, Warriors news, daily videos, hourly videos for you, we have it all. Please subscribe. If you are subscribed, thank you. Let's get into it and show you the awesomeness of the Warriors. In the first game, they beat Miami 105-66. A 40-plus point win. Woo! Yes, it's Summer League. It's young players. You're trying out people, never been with the organization before or with the G League, rookies, but that is a resounding win when the teams basically never played before together, maybe one or two practices leading up, resounding win. And then the second game, they beat the Lakers in the blowout as well. You can see here, we basically won every quarter. It was not close. In the first quarter, a couple back and forth, but I love to see this in Q3, quarter three, coming out of halftime, 30-11. Halftime adjustments, motivational speeches. Who wants it more? And the Heat kind of were out of it going into halftime, and we just put it to the throat. That killer mentality. The old Warriors, when they came out in the third quarter and destroyed when they had KD, that type of scenario, that's what happened here. And again, this lead tracker shows it across the board. Longest run was 16 points, 3 lead changes, 2 times tied. Miami never saw the lead until, after early part, mid part of the first quarter. Just fantastic to see. And again, if you look at it, 40-point lead, basically 30-plus most of the second half or late fourth quarter. Quality. That's what you want to see from a team who's never played together before. Leading players, Heat in the dark color, Warriors in the light. Ethan Thompson, 27 points. If you don't know who Ethan Thompson is, we're going to break it down for you. Marquise Bolden, putting up 13 rebounds. We're going to break them down for you. Pat Spencer, 5 assists. He was on a two-way contract, then became converted, was with the Warriors last season as well. If you remember him, NCAA lacrosse player, then transitioned over to basketball. Crazy athlete. And Bolden had 6 blocks. Big play from a big man, which is what we need. We break down the stats. Again, we already showed points. Out rebound, which is massive for us. Assists, steals, we lost. What I don't like to see here is 15 turnovers. What's the biggest problem for the Warriors? Turnovers, turnovers, turnovers. Get these youngsters to take control of the ball, and 15 turnovers is a lot. I know you're playing with new people, a little bit of rest coming from the G League season over, NCAA season, obviously, draft season, NBA season, coming back into it. But 15 turnovers is average for the Warriors. So that is a concern I see here. Free throw percentage, 72%, a little bit low, but three-point percentage, 42% to 25%. Holding the other team to 25% from threes and 28% from field goal, that is resounding defense. That is amazing, and that's what you want to see. Here's the stat line. Here's the box score. So you see a couple did not plays. Santos is out with Brazil's Olympic team, and they disqualified, so he's getting Olympic minutes playing in the Olympics. That is massive for his development. That's great for us. Brandon and Trace, you see, did not play. They're practicing with Team USA. They're on the select team, if you didn't know that. So the select team, think of MMA or boxing, sparring. You have the guy, you have the girl, and then someone who's just basically the punching bag, the sparrer. That's what they're doing. So all the young players are on Team USA Select. And you got LeBron, Steph, AD, KD, Kawhi, etc., on Team USA. So valuable minutes practicing with players their age, but playing against the best of the best the USA have to offer. Better than the Summer League. But if that practices end, they are on this roster and the Vegas roster to then become team captains for this team. So looking here, again, what we talked about, Bolden, 12 defensive rebounds, fantastic, 6 blocks, a plus 25 on the court. Daquan Ploden, center, plus 41 on the court. Plus 41. That's unreal. 26 points, only 1 rebound, but just dominating in the paint. We look again, Pat Spencer, he had 5 assists. And then Reese Beekman, another big bright spot, our undrafted rookie, two-way player, 2-time ACC Defensive Player of the Year, showing more athleticism than you would expect from someone who's a defensive-minded player. And somebody, I forget the name, I apologize, commented that they were a big ACC basketball fan and said this dude is a better offensive scorer than you expect. If we look here at this game, Beekman at the middle, he only scored 10 points, but the only is not that bad, but made his presence felt and went 100% from the free throw line. So good scoring across the board. And I want to break it down a little bit deeper for Bolden. Excuse me. Bolden has been around the NBA. You can see he was with Cleveland a bit, Milwaukee, Charlotte, but really spent most of his time in the G League. Played at Duke under Coach K, so has a lot of experience. He comes in at 6'10", 250 pounds. Is this the type of center that can finally be that enforcer in the middle for us? I mean, it looked like he had a great day against a freshman, but you've been in the NBA for 4 years. You've been in the G League multiple years. So you should be able to come in and dominate a first Summer League game of this year. So let's see how he does as it moves on. Another name I didn't mention who wasn't there, Quinton Post, was not available, nor was Lindy Waters III, a part of the trade. Waters, I think they're just finalized the trade, so they weren't ready, and Post has a minor leg injury, nothing to be worried about. Warriors owned every quarter, playing aggressive defense, limiting Miami to 29% shooting, including 25% from the arc, which I talked about. Ploden shooting was fire, 25-year-old, 26 points, 10 of 14 shooting, 6 of 9 from distance in 23 minutes, scored 13 points in 6 third-quarter minutes, dropped 11 consecutive points. He did go off with an injury, looked pretty severe. However, Monty Poole, Warriors reporter, said leg problem won't slow him down. Summer League coach Anthony Vereen says the performance staff will take a look, but it seems like it wasn't as bad as initially looked on the court. Good news for us. Who is Daquan Ploden? A 6'6" wing. He grew up in Philadelphia before attending Bowling Green University. He was a part of the 2022 NBA draft. Undrafted rookie. Spent a couple years in the G League with the Pelicans and the Magic. And also, this guy named Ethan Thompson killed it with 27 points. Coming off the bench. Scored 10 points in 6 minutes on 4-4 shooting. Not Klay Thompson. A different Thompson we got. Have to have at least one Thompson on the team. Now, the thing to be aware of as well is Summer League, rookies, young players. These people who've been in the NBA system for a little bit should be doing better. Beekman looked like a vet. Now, this is big. This is what I love to see. Several things attached the Warriors to Beekman, including his two-way skills and the fact he played 4 seasons ACC. He went 2 of 3 from deep, 3-7 shooting, had a nice dunk, 10 points, looked athletic. All around good play by him. Again, he's on a 2-way contract, so he will most likely be starting in the G League, starting on that team. If he does really well, do not be surprised if he earns some minutes with the main team, the rivalry team, the Warriors. Especially if there's some injuries, get him in there. Say GP2 is hurt, maybe you bring Beekman up. He can play around 50 games for the Warriors, or be suited for 50 games and give him some runs and see how he does. So that's a very resounding big win against Miami, 105-66. So now let's go to the second game where we beat the team from down south, the Lakers. 92-68, Golden State beats the Lakers. Lakers lost out on Klay Thompson, and now they lost to Klay Thompson's former team, the Golden State Warriors. Just like the Miami game, we won every quarter, scoring the most points per quarter. Came out to an extremely hot start, 31-17 lead, and basically cruised the rest of the game through. Never really was in doubt. You know my favorite graph right here showing the lead tracker. Lakers had the lead at one part of the game, and that was it. Biggest lead, 2 points. Ours was 29 points, and was never in doubt. Basically was a 15-point game or more from the second quarter on. Just another great performance by these young Warriors. 2-0 in Summer League, and you gotta love it. Again, they haven't played together for a while. Who showed out? Warriors in the light, Lakers in the dark. For the Lakers, their high scorer was Dalton Knight, their big draft pick in round 1. For us, Ethan Thompson, mentioned him for the Miami game, 22 points, 11 boards, and then Marquise Bolden, 4 blocks. Ethan Thompson also put up 4 assists, so 22, 11, and 4. Just a great performance by him. Not a Thompson, the Klay Thompson, Ethan Thompson. We look at the stats between the teams. We won rebounding. 15 turnovers again. So I'm not liking this that we had 15 turnovers in 2 consecutive games. We need to get this out of the system. We have one more game in California at Chase Center against Sacramento. It's Wednesday. We'll try to do a watch party for it. And then we go to Vegas for the real Summer League, the one with all the teams. We held them to 25% shooting and 10% fire. Let me accurate. 11.8% from 3. Defensive performance. Defense wins championships. And we're destroying the past 2 games at field goal percentage and 3-point. Now, is that the team is shooting bad? Maybe. But you got to give credit to the defense at holding them to this low. When we look at the team, again, Trace and Brandon in Vegas still. You got Santos, again, with the Brazil team. Not sure why Pat did not play. Maybe they just gave him the day off. Kevin Knox Kevin Knox Jr. got in. He's a former first-round pick, was top 10 a couple years ago. Can he find new life with the Warriors? He had a plus 13. He's 3 above Yuri Collins, the first did not play. In this time, he was able to get 7 points, which was great, and then put up 4 boards. Love to see it. Again, we already talked about Thompson. Beekman, plus 22, which is just superb again at the guard position. Only 4 points, but he's making game-winning plays at plus 22 for his team. The Warriors scored in double figures. Thompson with 22, Plodin with 18, and Matthias Rebstavicius adding 12. And we mentioned that with Daquan, he went out a little bit the game before. Everything seems good. He was able to play, which is great. So 3 takeaways. Warriors Summer League head coach Anthony Vereen is also our player development coach, is doing a great job. This shows that he's developing the young players in such a small amount of time. This team came together Monday or Tuesday. 3 or 4 practices. Now you're playing live games against other NBA quality, G League quality players. And they're galvanizing behind him. They're listening to his voice. We're winning every quarter, meaning he's making great tactical decisions. They're coming out with a lot of energies. Defensively, what we say again, Miami shot the ball extremely poor. Lakers shot 25% from the field, 12% from the arc. Miami shot 29% from the field, 25% from the distance. It's great. So for Vereen, this is a great tape for him to get a promotion to a potential assistant coach position, higher assistant coach position, or, one day head coach. It's great to show that a team believes in him and is playing with him, playing behind him. Thompson and Plowden leading the way offensively. Reese Beekman is a signed 2-way contract. Pat Spencer was one last season and could get another, meaning there's only one more 2-way contract. You get 3 total. Thompson and Plowden are both really hyperactive wings, playing really well. Thompson was Golden State's leading goal scorer for the 2nd consecutive game. 11 rebounds, 6'5" Oregon State alumni, 27 points off the bench on Saturday. Starting lineup Sunday. Massive. And again, we have a lot of wing players already. You got Kyle Anderson. You got Kuminga. You got Moody. So it's a logjam at that position. Is he going to get playing time regular season? Maybe not, but it's good to see you have that in G League and continue to develop, or a 2-way player. Plowden, 8 rebounds, 2 blocks, 6'6". So again, another wing player. We got a lot of wing players that they're trying to bring in here and see what we can do. Knox Jr. still chasing his dream. 9th overall by Knicks 2018 draft. 6'7", wing player again, more wings. He had 7 points on 3 of 10 shooting, 1 of 5 from deep, 5 assists, 4 rebounds. Willingness to pass, and again, showing that, hey, I was a high-level pick, has not turned out the way we all hope. I will play in Summer League, improve myself, and get on this team. So he's still chasing his dream. And then lastly, sorry, that's the last one. Duh. So overall, a very, very, very solid performance by these Golden State Warriors in Summer League. Mike Dunleavy has done a pretty good job in offseason. If we can get Lowry marketing, it would be amazing. And then you see all the updates. We're keeping you updated whenever we hear new news. We're bringing to you. That would be the icing on the cake to get him. And you can see what we got going for us in the Summer League. So we'll keep you updated with the game on Wednesday. And then when we hit Vegas and we're going to do some watch parties, hang out. Of course, comment your thoughts. What are you seeing when you watch? Anything else that missed? Things of that nature. Please keep commenting, subscribing. Randy out.